I want to thank the residents of this good town for their response during this storm. We are indeed a caring community that comes together for each other, and at no time has it been more prevalent than this week or weekend. For this meeting, I'm joined by key city representatives who have been working tirelessly for your safety and for your continued uninterrupted service.
We've had really quick response to restore a limited number of very isolated outages on Saturday and a few rather large ones actually this morning. In total, we've restored approximately 5,000 customers this weekend, and there are about 150 or so still remaining to be restored. They're in more troubled areas where we have tree limbs down and we're having to rerun lines and those kinds of things. Jimmy can share more with you about that. Last night our crews worked to restore a water main break over on Edgemont that they had to deal with really during the middle of the storm as well. I also want to mention that York County, in working with the Red Cross, has closed the 3 shelters in our area and has consolidated any remaining needs by placing those folks at temporary housing. Let me also mention the city offices have been open through Friday on a regular basis, and they will remain open on a regular basis in the morning, just as any other normal work week. Please, for additional updates, we encourage you to stay tuned to our city website, which you can find at cityofrockhilл.com/Florence for any developing local notices or information. Also, for any additional outages, please take dial 329-5500. That's 329-5500.
That means sanitation services are being planned to run on schedule, so make sure that you place your containers out on the regular day. Hopefully we'll be able to make those. If for some reason we aren't able to pick those up because of flooding, we will plan on getting those the next day and try to catch up. As far as the utilities go, we're in pretty good shape. The water plant is running very well. Wastewater plant is at the brink. We do anticipate we could have some issues with flooding of the wastewater treatment plant. We still plan on servicing those needs as best we can, but would not be surprised if some of our manholes overflow as we're looking at additional flooding. As far as electric lines, also make sure that you're very cautious about lines. It's hard to tell a down communication line versus a power line. So we encourage you just to call and report those as opposed to trying to clear those yourself. It's really difficult to know what you may be dealing with in those situations.
I would like to do a couple reminders. One is from scams that may come up after the storm. Frauds and scams, that could be people calling, just asking for money. Be very cautious of that. Also, people coming door to door, whether they're contractors or claiming to be claim adjusters. Please do not let them in your house. Follow up with them, and if you do call someone, please check their ID.
I'll give you a quick summary of where we are with the fire-related calls to Florence. Our summaries began on Friday at 8 p.m. and runs through today at 12 noon. We've had 23 fire-related Florence calls. 14 power lines have been down and trees on power lines. We've had 4 fire alarm activations, likely reported due to the no power. We had 5 trees on house fires. We had 5 trees on house calls. 2 of these were major damage.
To give you a status report on our parks, we've had assessment teams out all morning and feel very fortunate as where we are. I want to caution you though that with all the soaked ground that we have, with some wind still expected, and the hanging limbs that are in the trees, we'd like for you to stay out of our parks till we can truly assess all that and get all of that down and taken care of so we don't have any injuries in our parks. And that's talking about the majority of our parks. Some of the parks that have our river access and the river trails along the river, they will remain closed to further notice. And I'd just like you to know that we've got trees down on those trails right now, and the water flows are very high, and they're not expected to peak until sometime mid part of next week.